guys, season 4, Special Forces. This is a emotional, physical, mental resilience type of show. What made you want to sign on for this one?
It felt like a lot of experiences that honestly we would pay to do. And so we were like, hey, this would be kind of like a dream vacation. It felt like we get to do it together. And then we showed up and very quickly we realized how wrong we were. But we laughed, we cried, and I think we got closer together through it all.
We did. We always sign up for a challenge. It's really hard for us to say no to one like this. And the fact that they're teaching you, how to just be a better person and try to exploit your weaknesses and get rid of them is really special. It was very tough.
Let's talk about the challenges. I mean, how intense did it get for you guys? Were there tears? What were these emotions like?
It was all sorts of challenges, and that's what's kind of hard to comprehend is you never know what's coming or when, and so you're always kind of preoccupied or stressed about is something right around the corner, or if there is, what do I prepare for if I can? And so there's physical challenges, there's fear challenges, and then I just feel like they cover the whole spectrum of discomfort through the show.
Still, I feel like everyone's going to tell you the same thing. The tunnel one was probably the worst one I've ever done in my life. And yes, there's a lot of tears, there's a lot of yelling, there's a lot of anger and sadness and just sheer fear. So,
Did you ever think at one point, were you like, I'm going to die in this, or were you not into that mindset yet?
I don't think I allowed myself to believe that. I kept looking at these guys being like, you're going to save me, right? God forbid.
It's crazy how unsafe the entire experience is. Yeah. I thought I was going to get heat stroke in the Sahara with the physical challenges we were doing. It was insane. So I really thought I was going to be in a tough spot.
Were you ever wanting to quit?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Every day.
Yeah. Yeah. The first 2 days, it felt like fun, wow, yeah, we're doing it. And then you're on day 4 and 5, you're like, what are we doing? There's no incentive to get to the end. There's no trophy. There's nothing. It's just why are we still doing this? So.
Well, congratulations on making it through, obviously. What do you hope people will learn about you after all of this?
I hope that people learn how amazing my wife is. Yeah.
I hope they see how amazing you are, baby. It was really fun to watch you do it.
What was it like doing this together? Do you think it made your bond stronger?
I think so. I think it both taught us different things about each other. We got to see sides of each other that we haven't seen before, but it's really special.
Yeah, it was interesting trying to figure out when to coddle and love and when to push and say, hey, you got to keep going and do this. So yeah, it was a really fun learning process.
Are you going to let the kids watch?
We'll have to watch it first, but yeah. Our son is itching to see us jump out of a helicopter, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine. Dancing with the Stars is back. We know, obviously, you are, at the time, you were the youngest winner, season 8. What advice do you have for the new cast? Are you going to be tuning in this year?
Just have fun. It's such a special show. The whole dynamic there is very family-friendly oriented. They want the best for you, so listen to your partner and just go have fun, truly.
It was something that I got to do with my daughter, and I was like, when am I going to have this opportunity again? And so I couldn't wait to do it with her. Yeah.
Yeah, she was really hesitant to do it, but I was like, let's go, Mom. We have to do this.
How did you prepare and train for a show as intense as this one?
Well, I spoke to Kenya and Denise Richards, and they told me, make sure you train. It's no joke. So, and I work out all the time. So it's you have to do a lot of cardio, walk around up hills with a weighted vest, do all that, lift a lot of weights, and I do all that. I don't know if I didn't really put on the weighted vest. That's the part I miss doing, because walking around with those 30 pounds on your back, that was no joke. Yeah. And what were they called, Gia?
Our Birkins.
Like a Birkin? Yeah. Not a Birkin. I know.
No,
I know.
You wish it was a Birkin.
I know. It was on our backs.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a lot. I mean, I was fresh off of an Italy trip, and then I went straight to Special Forces. So thank God I got my cardio in Italy, but I was eating lots of pasta. So this was a shock. I went from eating the best food in the world to then eating I was in like I think I was in a culture
Yeah,
shock.
she was in a shock.
But
I don't mind cleaning like that because I did what do you do? A fitness competition.
Yeah.
I did a fitness competition, so I was used to eating like small portions,
It
very
just,
clean.
Wasn't flavorful.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not what I'm used to, and it was all good. And I obviously got used to it. And then when I came home, I was so happy because I was 10 pounds lighter. So I was like, this is great. Now I gained it back, and I need to lose it again. But it was definitely a crazy, crazy experience. Honestly, 95% mental. The rest of it is physical. Like, you really need to be mentally strong to complete this course. And
What was the toughest challenge for you guys? Was there ever a moment where you were thinking, I'm going to quit, I can't do this? Were there tears? What were the emotions like?
I cried every day.
Yeah, and I'm not a
Crying
crier.
every
I'm not a
day.
crier, so I was like, so you have to watch to see. Yeah.
Were you mama bear being like, okay, Gia, come on?
No,
I was actually pushing her.
Yes,
a little bit.
It was
But like
no
I was
joke.
just crying. Like I was just like, it was like to the point where sometimes I was like in pain, or I couldn't feel my legs anymore. Like I was literally just, you are put to the test. And then like Revy, like he was literally like, gee, I've never seen somebody cry and complete the task at the same time. He's like, you would be hysterically crying, but complete the
I
task.
think you and Brianna were both crying.
Yeah, me and Brie were crying the whole time.
What was the toughest challenge for you guys?
Well, the toughest challenge, they were all tough. They really were. But I loved the one that, not love, but I mean, I don't know how to swim. So before going into this, I took swimming.
Swimming lesson.
I did.
And thought that she was Michael Phelps.
Yeah. I really did. And I'm like,
She was like, oh my God, the backstroke. I
Yeah,
got it.
because I saw how much swimming they did last season. So I was like, and I never knew how to backstroke. So I never knew how to swim on my back. So I learned how to, so I'm like, listen, if there's a swimming test, I'm going to just, even if I can't go forward, I'm going backwards. And I don't care, even if I don't pass, at least I'll get to the finish line, you know? So I would say going down in the aircraft, because I didn't know, I was like afraid I was going to drown. So I was like, so.
Was there ever a time where you thought, I'm going to die?
Yes, yeah, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of,
And what
This close to missing the edge.
were you freaking out?
yes.
You'll see. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
tune in and see.
Cannot wait to tune in, you guys.
I was with Johnny when I thought I was dying, so.
Yeah, and I was with Nick Young. He was my partner. Yeah, he was my partner in crime.
No, her and Nick were the funniest duo.
Yeah,
in
he
the
was
world.
my partner in crime, and I have to say, all the men were gentlemen. They were all helping us. It was like pretty
They were,
amazing. Yeah,
'cause,
great cast.
You know, they're obviously strong men, and like
Yes.
we were all like petite girls. Like we were all so small, and we had these 30-pound Birkins on our backs, and all of the guys seriously were helping us out so much. They would like, as we're climbing up the mountains, they would like lift the back of our backpack so it wasn't as heavy on our backs. Like as much as it was individually based, they were all helping out, which was awesome.
Yeah, even exactly, because you're out for you're out for yourself, but the men were really helpful. They were.
Very nice of them, much needed. Which was more intense, this show or a Real Housewives dinner?
This show. Yes, this show.
Like no question.
Yeah, this is physical and mental. Housewives, all mental.
And how special was it to have Gia here with you competing? How proud are you of her for competing in this experience?
So proud, yeah. And I'm glad that we got to share this together, and we'll have actual videos out there of us doing it together. Yeah, and something that she could always look back on. She could show her kids, and it's something that we'll always have in our family, which I love.
Did you have a new song this time around, waking up in the morning?
I don't know. Maybe you guys will maybe hear me say things. I don't know. I honestly should have said that on the top of the mountain as I was crying.
So good.
Different tasks, yeah. This is like, yeah, I mean, it's just.
I don't even think I had the brain capacity to think of waking up in the morning as I was crying.
So good. You
Someone will definitely make a TikTok out of
Yeah, I mean, and
me climbing up the mountain crying as the waking up in the morning sound is playing in the background.
Yeah, and I made a lot of weird noises doing my tasks. So, because my kids always make fun of me because I do make weird noises. So I wonder if they captured all that.
what's the whole fam gonna think of this one?
I think they're really proud of us because they're seeing the the commercial clips that we've been putting out there on Instagram, and they're like so proud of us. They're like, wow.
They're really proud, and I think they think their sister is like a badass now. I think I got the check.
Yeah.
Two more questions. Taylor and Travis, you saw them at Coachella. You took an iconic pic with Taylor. Now they are engaged. How happy are you for them? You're a true Swiftie now, right?
Yes, I became a true Swiftie and learned, and now I know so much more about her because she was really sweet when I met her, and I'm so happy for her, and her and Travis. Sorry, I was gonna say Kelsey. So happy for her and Travis, and I learned that all her songs are about her life, and yeah, so I became a Swiftie. Yeah, now she's awesome. Yeah,
How cool was that to see your mom with Taylor?
I mean, it was sick. It was iconic.
You're like, I wish I was there. Okay, and lastly, Dancing with the Stars is back. You competed in season 31. Do you have any advice for the new cast? Are you going to be tuning in?
Yes, I love Dancing with the Stars because all my daughters all danced. Gia was a dancer. I feel like Gia should be on the next season.
Yeah.
I would love to see her.
Be on Dancing with the Stars one day.
Yes, I would love to see her. She danced for 10 years. My youngest danced for 10 years.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you're a professional.
Oh, no, she danced.
Let's just clarify. I would
no.
definitely be a little rusty.
Oh, yeah, she danced from like 2.5
young
to 8th grade.
Yeah,
like that.
little.
Yeah, so-
But I definitely would love
But
to
I
give
was
it a
like,
try.
yeah, I was like, what do they call it? I was a stage mom. So I want to be a stage mom again, watching her on Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. So.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time. Congratulations on the show. Yes. Can't wait. Congratulations, you guys. Season 4 is here. This show is all about emotional, physical, mental endurance, and resilience. What made you want to sign on for this one?
I think for me, just the opportunity to, push yourself, test yourself. I'd spoken to people who had been on the show in the past, and I think every one of them said kind of the same thing, that half would probably say they would do it again, half would say absolutely not, I'm good with doing it one time, but everybody said that they came away with a sense of appreciation for the challenge, for the staff, for all the people at Fox and how they handled the show, what they did for us, how they made it feel like family. They made it really unbelievable hospitality. So from a full experience of everything, I think you look back at it and are very thankful for the moments, the bonds that you make with everybody, and you're trauma bonded after this with all of these people for life.
Absolutely. And you talk about the bonding. Who was it on the cast that you bonded with the most, and why?
Oh gosh, I could start with Mark Estes. Immediately took to Mark. Immediately had an experience with. And as time went on, Johnny I had an experience with very early on. Mark, I connected with Mark, and then in the end, I'm working a little bit with everybody, but there are people who will probably, very possibly, the rest of our lives be friends, just from the experience. I mean, it is a trauma bond,
Sure.
but it wasn't years. I mean, we had 9 days of it. So it was very short, it was very intense. The intensity of the entire experience could be overwhelming. I mean, just my boots were just destroyed when I got home from sharp rocks in Morocco.
I could not even imagine. Was there ever a moment where you thought, oh my God, I'm not going to make it out of this challenge?
For me, it was right out of the gate. So episode 1, I might have to skip that one just from my perspective of it and how that day felt. Was really interesting. I would say I got off to a rocky start, and luckily was in the car with this guy on the way back to base for the first time, and it was a humbling experience and a one that definitely put my mindset into a different place and let the seriousness of it right off the get-go.
Were there tears?
There were some moments maybe where we saw some tears. There were some scary moments for some of the people in the recruits, but also, getting a chance to, how emotional it is with everything, and how, we're bonding and getting close to each other and telling everybody their stories. Like, there are moments in time where it did get to a very personal, deep, emotional place. And a lot of people shared things about themselves and their story and their journey that maybe they haven't spoken with a lot of people outside of their family or really close relatives. But it got to a point where we all felt comfortable enough to share certain things and speak about things throughout your life or the course of, your history on this earth that, moved certain people and meant a lot to certain people. And, when you look back at it now, I think it was an unbelievable, special experience and something that we shared together.
Yeah, there were tons of tears, but for me, none out of pain, but all my tears were out of emotion. Just the sheer stark questioning of the DS, questioning my character, put me right into tears. And then they showed me a video of my wife, about 2 minutes, the angel, the wind beneath my wings, and I was full on sobbing.
I bet. And you guys training in Morocco, were there any injuries that took place out there? I mean, you talked about your boots.
Oh, well, I pulled my hamstring on day 3, and I had to ask the athletes, hey, how do you protect this and still perform? There were other people with a lot of injury. So and I even, those crazy boots, I got a heat rash on my feet that I thought, well, hey, this could be trench foot. The doctor said, no, it's just heat rash, you're good.
You're good. What about you?
I think I was pretty healthy throughout, the majority of it. I think when you're carrying that Bergen for as long as you are and getting in and out of the cars and, slinging it on, I think me and Eric probably just from football, you get a little lower back pain and you're sore every single day that you wake up in the morning, and it's not like, a football life where you're hopping in a cold plunge every day and getting massages and treatment and all this stuff. You're really thugging it out for the most part and just trying to get through and get by. And the last thing that the staff wants to hear is any complaint about a nick or anything.
They don't want to hear that
you
you're
better
hurt
come to
at
them
all.
with something
Man,
serious.
If there's not a bone sticking out, then you better just be quiet.
Suck it up.
No
Suck it
doubt.
up. This really tests emotional, physical endurance, resilience. What made you want to sign on to this one?
Just to see how far I could push myself, and with everything I've gone through in my life, it was just time to try new things. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to see how far I could push myself mentally, and it's a crazy experience, so I thought that was a cool opportunity to take.
Okay, so out of everybody who participated in this season, who was the toughest? How emotional did it get?
I mean, I feel like everybody did such a great job. Everybody was pretty tough. It's very different for every single person that's on the show, what you put yourself through. But I mean, goodness. You said Shawn earlier. She was killing it.
Super tough.
Yeah. Eric and Andrew, I was, everybody.
Yeah, I would say everyone's tough. Like she said, too, it's every challenge, it was tougher for somebody than maybe the other challenge wasn't. So it just depends on the challenge, honestly.
Was there a challenge that you thought you were like, I'm not making it through this? Did you ever have a grueling experience with that where you were like, I can't do this, and you had to mentally push yourself through?
Yeah, anything to do with heights, I was crying, I was praying, I was, oh my God, I can't do it. And then you do it, and then you feel great. Yeah.
Yeah, I think crawling through tunnels and all that kind of stuff, that got me a lot. I didn't think I was going to make it out of there, but I did.
Okay, so obviously free falling off the back of a cliff was one of your biggest challenges for you, right? I saw that in the trailer.
The helicopter stuff was terrifying. Yeah. Yeah.
Like having your Bravo girls there with you.
Oh, that was great. Our Bravo family is so close. We get to see each other a lot more than other stations, and because we always have BravoCon and different things and Watch What Happens Live where we get to be around each other. So it was great to see them.
Hey, congratulations, season 4, Special Forces. What made you want to sign on for this one?
My manager called me and was like, Special Forces, I'll pass, right? You would never. And I was a little offended. So maybe I wanted to prove it to him, okay, you don't even know me. But I just thought it was a really unique experience.
I wanted to learn more about Special Forces, and I also wanted to prove to myself and my children that I'm able to do any and everything.
And I was just talking to Gia and Teresa. They said girls are the strongest in the mind territory. What was that like for you? How were the emotions? Were there tears? Were there dramatics?
I mean, I am waterworks on the show.
Yeah, we connected like the moment we met each other. We were on the bus together on our way on the, I can't give too much away, but like I think like the best part was just making like really building relationships, making them and like bonding with each other.
You feel so connected through the show because, I mean, we see the deepest parts of each other. So me and Chanel were like this immediately. It was good.
Absolutely. In this cast, as you mentioned, everyone was so great. There was no drama I've heard so far. There wasn't anybody that hated each other, vice versa. Who did you bond with the most and why?
I would say Chanel and I got really close, and then Gia and I, mostly girls, and Shawn. But yeah, it was really, really cool, like seeing other women be so strong, and I feel like I really needed that because I was looking up to every other woman on the cast, like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it too. So it was, women kind of like ran the shit, like the show, this season. It was like a woman ran cast.
Yeah, I bonded really well with pretty much everybody. Me and Christy were like bathroom buddies. So yeah, I loved just having a connection and relationship with her. Yeah.
What made you want to sign on to this?
Just for the challenge. I thought it was something, it looks fun on TV, but it also looks dangerous, and I need that push sometime, yeah. And I met some nice people.
I met the best people. I really just want to go heads up with a bunch of athletes and just put them in their places. It was such. Oh, of course I did. You'll notice none of these people have confidence anymore, and it's because of me. Yeah.
You stole it all from them, for sure.
Yes.
Talk to me about the challenges. I mean, those looked intense on the promos that I saw. What was the toughest one for you? Did it get emotional? Were there tears?
For me, the toughest thing was watching two guys box. That it was kind of embarrassing watching.
Dude, you have such wingspan.
No,
Such
I'm
wingspan.
talking about when you boxed.
I was one of the two guys?
Yeah. It was,
No, I got, I don't even want to talk, I don't even know how much I'm about to say, but you'll see the boxing scene that I do. And
I think they cut that out.
I don't know what I can say. I don't know what I can say. What was the question?
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Any tears in this one?
Just the lack of, I didn't cry once, but there was, no. I bet you did.
I did.
So soft.
I cried in
He's
my.
so soft. I'm not even kidding. He's
my
soft.
integration.
Yeah.
When they brought you in that little dark room and. Yeah.
No, my only real complaint was the snacks. The craft services was super weak on this show. Yeah.
What was the go-to meal? What were we eating?
Boiled eggs. And
It was like real military food. Like they had these gross chicken. You remember that chicken? It's like pink, the little chicken links. Remember that? Everyone's like, no, I'm not eating that. It looked.
Yeah, and that porridge, like the
Porridge. It was gross. And we have our little tiffins like that we have to clean out ourselves with dirty water. And then we're pooping and peeing in buckets. And it was like not sanitary.
Yeah,
I should call the union, honestly, because there's no way that any of these things met the guidelines.
What was it like being with this amazing cast? Who did you bond with the most and why?
Come on, say it.
Come on.
Come on, buddy.
My guy.
Come on.
Besties.
Yeah.
Wayne brothers out there.
Yeah.
We're brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were though.
Yeah. It was fun. I ain't gonna lie. And just meeting people from different walks of life. Like I would have never wanted to be his friend. Just seeing them on the street like this. Look at him.
I wouldn't want to be your friend at all either. I still don't necessarily want to. So I see where you're coming from.
You're trauma bonded now.
Trauma bond. That's exactly what it is. All the people on the show are like awesome. Like you do something like this and you're like, oh, it's a reality show. So like some of these people are crazy, right? Because that's what it's supposed to be. And nobody's crazy. I mean, everyone's like unique and there's some eccentric people, but everyone's actually nice and nobody's crazy. Like I didn't hate anyone and I don't like most people.
He loves to talk. So like every lunch or breakfast, different days he'll sit with different groups just to talk.
No, because I like to look out for the lonely people, and I go sit with the lonely people because I'm a good person, Nick.
I feel you.
Good person.
Nick's out forming cliques all day, just forming cliques.
Uh-oh, someone was clicky. Someone was clicky.
Trying to be popular.
When you eat breakfast, that's the time to go use the bathroom because everybody's in there.
To be fair, Nick was usually the one by himself, so it was him that I would have to go join because nobody else wanted anything to do with him.
Wow, that hurts. Dang.